Hey guys, day 240. My fine grit nylon brush arrived. Looks real good. That should take care of all the crap left on the tiles in the shower. So that'll clean that up. And then I've got some new grout just to finish off little parts that he missed. And I'm going to go ahead and now try to set these hinges down further into the door. I got to take them down about the thickness of the hinges stacked. I've marked the door. Let's see, well, you can't see it. It's on this side. I've marked the door to the depth I have to go. So I'll give that a shot. And like I said, it barely squeaks in the frame off the hinges. So if I just put the bare door in the bare frame, it barely squeaks in. So I think if I can absolutely clear the thickness of the hinges into the door, it should work. If that doesn't, maybe it'll catch on the very edge or something. Maybe my guy can look into shaving it, or I don't know. At that point, I'll leave it up to him, and just, he's the expert, so see what he says. But I'll give it a shot here first. Well, I tried. This is as close as I can get, and it's still not enough. And now what I'm finding is the actual frame is not straight. I can see by the gap, it's still hitting here on the top corner. I've got a gap here in the middle, and it actually curves in down at the bottom. I've got these hinges absolutely as deep as I could possibly get them, and it's even starting to interfere on this side, so I would have to shave something here even to make this work, or to pull those screws out. But obviously that wasn't even enough. So I think it's best just to go with the complete hung door, do it all right, and be done with it. So it's just some more labor and 80-90 bucks or so for the door. Oh well, small potatoes at the end of this project, that's for sure. Here you can see what I did to the hinges. That's how far down I had to take them, absolutely as deep as possible. I mean, there's not much more meat left to chisel out. Surprisingly, it was easy enough to do this chiseling. I'm getting used to the hammer and chisel. It works really well. But yeah, that's as deep as I can get them, because they won't close with that kind of depth and not try to pull away from the frame or the door. So that's that. Well, we're getting to the end of the afternoon here, and I figure I'll get in a ride while I have, sort of have the time and have the motivation. Excuse me. Getting awfully tired today. I don't know if I'm catching kind of what the wife had, or just working my crazy schedule catching up to me again, but got a ton of cigar work left to do over the next week solid. Want to get all the prep done tonight. It takes seriously a full 8-hour day plus just to unbox the boxes, take off the plastic off each one, and then take off the cellophane off at least the top row of cigars, and then arrange them all in each top onto the next box. And I don't know, I've got probably about 400 new boxes today, so it takes quite a while. But anyway, after that it'll be pretty quick. I do have a nice assembly line process for getting through the shoot, and then editing. I teach that, so that's especially quick. I wanted to comment. I emailed a couple of you back today about opinions on how to lose weight. I truly do appreciate everybody commenting and writing in and giving me support and advice and all that, but I think it's almost comical. I think there are as many opinions on how to lose weight as there are religions in the world, and everybody knows for sure they're right and everybody else is wrong. Today alone, just from the response of yesterday's video, where I did the late weigh-in and said that I'm in that 240 up and down plateau and been there a while. Just from that video, today alone, I have 10 different, absolutely opposed opinions on what I should do and what I'm doing wrong. I'm not exaggerating one bit. I should reply to everybody that just emailed, put you all in touch with each other, and you guys can have a death match to see who's right, because you're absolutely opposed with each other. I have opinions today of eat more sugar, eat less carbs, eat more often,
eat bigger meals, exercise more, exercise less, exercise differently, eat differently. I mean, it runs the gamut. I'm convinced that nobody, nobody absolutely knows for sure. There is no clear-cut answer on what to do. I think different things apply to different people in different situations. And I'm obviously certain things have worked for people and they're very adamant about, hey, this worked, so this is the right answer. Excellent. I completely believe you. This probably was the best choice for you. It obviously gave you results and cool. But, it's like cigar smoking. There's lots of different rituals and little things you can do to smoke cigars, but there's no one way that's absolutely best. I mean, it's opinion. And man, I'm running into it with weight loss. Me personally, I'm just following common sense. I'm just going to exercise more, eat less. If there is such a thing as a starvation mode or anything the body is going through, it'll change. It's not going to be stuck here forever, okay? If the theory about starvation mode is correct, where basically the body is losing too much and it's trying to conserve because it thinks it's going to be starving and it's preparing for later. Okay, well, you know what? Eventually the body's going to figure out, no, actually, there's nothing bad coming, and okay, now we're going to go back to normal. Okay, I think it's cyclical. And again, just my opinion. Nobody knows. So you can have the exact opposite opinion. You're just as right. We're both just as wrong. It's just the way it is. So I'm just going to continue on. I'm a very much common sense, follow my instincts kind of guy. And, this is not a statistical adventure. This is just normal everyday life. This is what happens, and doing what I can, see what happens. That's it. If I hit some magic number next week, it really makes no difference. It is what it is. This is what happened in my situation, and I think everybody's going to be different. So, with that said, I'm going to hit the road and burn some calories, at least a few hundred. Again, exercise, I truly do not believe it has much to do with weight loss at all. It's just for me feeling better, cardiovascular wise, getting back into shape, helping my muscles tone up a bit, especially my back. I had back surgery several years ago, and that's it. I mean, obviously my knees are working a lot better. Mentioned that several days ago about when I was up and down at the last wedding, and they didn't click, they didn't lock up, so that was awesome. That's why I'm doing the exercise. It's really not to help the scale. I truly believe that I could stop exercising and just continue on my diet, what I'm doing now, and the weight loss wouldn't have, I wouldn't say any effect, but very, very little effect. But again, doing two different things for two different reasons. And I don't want to quit the exercise just because I don't want to lose the muscle progress and the tone progress and the feeling better progress. Not anything to do with the scale. All right, let's go. earlier than usual because it's so nice and cool out. Oh, it was actually kind of cold last night. We had temps down into the 50s overnight. I did a video about 1 o'clock in the morning. Just gorgeous weather. So nice to have the cold front coming through. Don't know if it'll be the last of the hot weather, but it's about time. I mean, we're almost into November, and just a couple days ago, still in the 90s. This is just a freak cold front that's pushed in. It's not our normal temps. But I'll tell you, I love, love, love the spring, the fall, and most of the winter down here. It is just freaking perfect. A little too hot during the peak of the summer, but you know what? That's what air conditioning is for. I'll gladly trade this for living back up north, where you get at most 2.5, 3 months of really nice weather, and then crap, rain, snow, cold, changing every 5 minutes. Nah, that's not for me. I don't miss the seasons. I don't give a crap about distinct fall, spring, winter, summer. Just give me nice temps, you know. That's all I need. But it's beautiful out today. Real breezy. Hit a few spots there where I had to downshift. Especially this one little, it's a tiny little hill, but you know what? I got to downshift to go up it. Anyway. Oh, something else. A couple of you mentioned that because I'm regularly, or semi-regularly at least lately, exercising, that I'm building muscle, and then of course that weighs more than fat, and you know, there is a trade-off there on the scale. I completely understand that, but again, that's going to equalize at some point. If I do the same regimen, I'm not going to constantly be building muscle. It's got to reach a point where it's just going to maintain the muscle I have, and that's what I want to get to. I'm not doing this to gain muscle at all. I got a lot of fat, but I have a lot of muscle underneath too. So I completely understand that there is a bulk of that weight that is muscle, and for a certain period, it's going to be fighting the scale because I am gaining muscle. But again, long term, that at some point is going to balance out. So not worried about that at all. I'm not going to switch exercises because I'm gaining muscle. I don't view that as a bad thing. It is what it is, but I've got it more in certain places than others. I could use some better ab muscles, but frankly, I hate doing exercises like P90X. My wife is doing T25. She loves it. She loves the group, the cardio, the aerobics, that kind of class mentality. I hate it. Hate it. Just can't stand it. It bores the crap out of me. It's not stimulating. I'm not into dancing, so I don't get any part of that. I've tried it all. I've had gym memberships, done the spin class, the Zumba, the water aerobics. I've tried lots of things, and I am just of the mentality of the exercises that I actually enjoy to do. I like to be moving fast, so that's why I, somewhat at least enjoy the jogging. I like cycling. That gives me the speed aspect. I like when things around me are moving, so my mind isn't just bored. I'm not into standing on the treadmill or riding a stationary bike and watching TV. Tried that. That's just boring. That's all I can say. We've had bikes here. We've had treadmills. We've had ellipticals. I hate it. The wife gives up on it after a week. We've sold like 5-6 machines since we lived here, bought and sold. Luckily used, so we're not out money, but still. I've tried a whole bunch of stuff. I know what I can continue doing, and ultimately that's what you have to do, is find something that appeals to you. I mean, yes, there are tons of better exercises I could do, but I do not want to mentally do them. I have no excitement for it. I know I don't have the willpower to continue doing it, so it's not a program that would work for me. So I'm going to do things that I know I like to do. That's it. That's the best I can do, and I think that's the best anybody can do. I know there are lots of people out there that hate cycling. You might love doing Insanity or P90X or T25. Those might be the best thing for you, and you can't stand jogging and running, and you think that's boring as hell. Everybody's different, man. Just got to find and stick with what you can do. So that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow.